Okay, all right. Wow, that was fast tonight. Hello. Welcome everybody watching right now, later on, if you're already asleep, as I usually assume a bunch of you are. And in the middle of the week, Wednesday can get a wee bit slow, but tonight is something I've wanted to try for quite some time. I've sprinkled in a few copies of Vivien Reid back and forth every now and then. Every few months I try it out. But oftentimes, hopefully, I was wanting to cast Lukka, Bound to Ruin for 5. He lands, I do -4, deal damage divided as I choose, based on the most powerful creature that I have between creatures and planeswalkers that the opponent has. That's always lovely, fantastic. Sometimes I don't have yet a big, powerful creature or super duper impactful. It might just be Ripjaw Raptor at 4 power or Topiary Stomper, which is okay, but it still might only take out one thing, and maybe there is nothing to take out, potentially. So there is only the ramping and only making a creature each turn, a token, with Lukka there. However, I want to try out Vivien Reid at least tonight, but maybe a few nights in a row, just to get a good feel for this. Of course, well, we can only pay 5 for Vivien. A little bit easier with the 2 green, of course. I love my sources of green, just in case there is full reduction, as always, with Topiary Stomper, Drover of the Mighty, Shifting Ceratops, Ripjaw, all that good stuff. But Vivien lands, we do +1. We look at the top 4 cards of our library. We can reveal a creature or a land. That is everything in the deck except other copies of Vivien. So I think for what it is right now, fantastic. Not a whole lot of other interaction, but Vivien does have a little bit. However, going back to the +1, nice digging through the top 4. We draw something for the turn, and then we do this, and we get something else. This should very consistently allow for seeing Ancient Imperiosaur, Ghalta, whatever it is. We're going to get that haymaker to get the job done. And if we're in a staring contest, mono green, whatever it is, if it doesn't make sense for either side to attack, would it be advantageous? We just drop Vivien, +1, get to 6, 7, 8, and then ultimate. Of course, that could be kind of slow, but just a way to bust through. If they can't take her out and we just keep going +1, +1, +1, getting an extra card, a land, a creature, every single turn as well along the way, I think that's going to be pretty sweet. The -3, of course, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Of course, it's nice to start off with artifact and enchantment hate. We do have a little bit with back to nature there. That's going to be good. But destroying a creature with flying, Atraxa, of course, we see often. You guys might have done it before. Transmogrify or Indomitable Creativity, cheating out Atraxa. Sadly, that's painful. So all we got to do, drop this, -3, Atraxa, done, out of the way, and then hopefully, I think there's a good chance Vivien's still sticking around. Next turn, we do +1, start building it up. Chances are with that Vivien, we wouldn't probably get to 8 and get to ultimate, but we just draw extra card each turn. We dig, so it is a little bit better, I think, than draw, because we'll just get to whatever we're hoping for that much sooner. The Regisaur to give haste to other stuff. We're hoping for an Ancient Imperiosaur to make big, to attack with the Regisaur we already have. Of course, 3, well, it's a decent chance to see it, but it's not 4. And I have loved 4 Ghaltas before. And then, if 4 copies, I just want to see this ultimate. That is the ultimate for me, I think. Creatures you control get +2/+2, vigilance, trample, and indestructible. Once we do that, I would imagine it's all over. Chances are it could be all over before then, but just the thing, it sticks around and we get there. Lukka maybe is just ramping. Maybe there's 2 or 3 lands in the top. Of course, Vivien with the +1 would get us past those couple lands, get us multiple turns ahead sooner to seeing the thing we want. And then we ultimate at some point tonight, I hope. Man, that's going to be sweet. Fantastic stuff. Otherwise, everything is pretty much the same. The main thing, Vivien Reid, could she be more scary for this? Because I have so many creatures. More scary than Lukka. It's not as fantastic interaction as Lukka is, of course, targeting multiple creatures, planeswalkers. Has been lovely in the past and was pretty good last night, I must say. I gotta scratch the itch at the very least, but I think it's gonna be nice. Sideboard wise, because everything else is pretty much the same. Back to nature. Runic Armasaur. I've taken out unlicensed hearse. Yeah, I feel like I can get the job done enough against that stuff. Grease Fang, not super consistent. Yeah. Dimir Rogues, they fill up the graveyard pretty fast. I certainly wasn't keeping up. No, last night, that one game. Painful. Unlicensed hearse, not doing a whole lot. Of course, easy to remove with Fatal Push. At least 2 copies. I might do more, but Runic Armasaur as a pretty cheap but good blocker whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or a land. So it's not an artifact, anything like that. That isn't a mana ability. You may draw a card. So that's extra draw, Vivien, extra card a turn, Ripjaw, draw. A lot of card advantage with this, but that activates off of all the man lands, a lot of creatures, Blood Tithe Harvester, of course, Runic Armasaur, draw a card. Hopefully they don't have Sheolreds out. That could be kind of painful indeed. Flame Sweep as well, that was an all-star last night, especially against mono-white humans. You gotta check that match out if you haven't already. Just waiting for the perfect moment, taking out enough and softening up the bigger stuff that didn't die. That is a key point with this. Love it. And then Carnage Chant finishing things off, and the Tranix Rex is there. Take out Galta, Ancient Imperiosaur, likely against control, but probably Ripjaw Raptor, I would imagine. Maybe keep an Ancient Imperiosaur. We'll see. We'll see. However, I have something before we get into the actual matches. This is a video I had on my last break today. 16 minutes left in my break, 20 minutes, and I thought, oh, well, I'll fire it up. I'll try to get a match. Maybe I'll record, see if it's good. It was against Azorius Spirits, and boy was it good. I was a little bit worried because I was on the draw game 1. However, going to do some live commentary. I was planning to do an actual video just for it, but I thought, hey, why not try it out? See how it goes. It should be pretty good. I reduced the sound of the video itself, and it looks different because it was recorded on my phone, so that's what that's all about. Drink your milk. Watch out. Oh boy. You never want to go second when you're on your break and you only have a few minutes. Oh, and I was definitely worried. I mean, mulliganing twice, I thought, this is a pretty good chance. We got 2 things for 2. 2 lands, Topiary Stomper. And then after I drew that first Shifting Ceratops, I mean, that was just fantastic. And the chat, you can't see, I turned it off just because when it's recorded on the phone, it kind of covers too much of the screen, unfortunately. So I'm still, watching, seeing what you guys are saying, as always. But yeah, a double Mausoleum Wanderer. I was scared they might drop a Supreme Phantom, but of course it seemed like they might be ready to counter something. Draw it out with Topiary Stomper here. Okay. Drover the Mighty down the line, could be a 3/3. That way get to attack within Drover specifically. That 3/3 body can be pretty decent against spirits. Maybe some can block and kill it, but for the most part, that's very good. It gets the job done. I mean, a second shifting. I was down to 10. Didn't think we could, maybe get this done. Might as well try and be as aggressive as possible. Of course, I couldn't have given shifting reach. I didn't draw a land that turn, but definitely seeing the second one, I felt, I get to attack with the first one this turn, both of them next turn for a total of 15 that they likely can't do anything about. Oh boy. I was super excited, I must say. 10, exactly what Shifting Ceratops is. Got him. Oh, nuts. Yeah, so slip out the back. But yeah, we're not trying to target any of their creatures. They're not going to counter a thing because the thing we play can't be countered, it can't be targeted. We just completely ignore all their stuff and fly right past them, or hold it back if it makes sense to do so. And with reach. But I wanted to keep things going. Definitely felt pretty positive. We almost got them even being on the draw. Of course, spirits can be pretty quick and scary, but dinos can be even more scary. Okay, better watch out. Drink your milk 94. You're gonna be feeling the pain, some sore joints and bones after this. Definitely. I mean, you saw how fantastic 2 Shifting Ceratopses were the previous game, and that was an instant keep. Trust in being able to play them, getting the Huntmaster or the Drover. Of course, we lost, so we're playing first. There's a little bit better chance to get Huntmaster or Drover. Of course, Drover has to stick around to be able to tap and make the mana, but I wanted to try it out. If we draw the 3rd land next turn, we would get to attack with Shifting. If we played Drover, we wouldn't get to attack with Shifting. So just the best potential, and there it is. Absolutely lovely. Another box against the wall. 5 this turn, 10 next turn. Pretty hard to deal with. Spectral Sailor not doing a whole lot. They definitely haven't dealt enough damage at this point, but that's what you see. Huntmaster. If that was Land or Elves, you still would get Huntmaster down on, turn 3. Could you attack with it? No, you could not. If Huntmaster or Land or Elves is going to survive, you might as well be playing Huntmaster instead. If they die to similar things, do that. Be more aggressive. It's kind of like Huntmaster got Shifting down on turn 2, and then you can attack with it on turn 3. But yeah, no, it's Huntmaster is better than Llanowar Elves or Elvish Mystic. It's not that they're bad. Again, I've mentioned this before in a video. They're not bad, but they're just not as good. You'd be kicking yourself if you were playing a mana dork there. Oh, love it. Oh, again. I wonder how many copies of Otepec the Soaring City they have. Unfortunately, fortunately they were tapped out. Allow me to easily go with both Drover the Mighties there, and then, even if they answer one, there still should be a good chance we get to Shifting, and having Vivien Reid there. Not that I'm going to use her. There is the potential to play her, take out some impactful spirit. I almost thought I could play Tyrannix Rex there because I thought one of those lands was a castle. Okay, Spell Queller is good. But again, Drovers, look at that. A 3/3, what was I saying? Nothing can block cleanly. Got him. They knew it was over. Spell Queller, of course, is not going to block. We get Shifting. Skyclave Apparition, we get a creature. Drover does the trick. Of course, it is a little bit more risky. Dies to Fatal Push quite easily. Stomp, depending if you don't have a Dino out. But maybe in more cases, it's better than Thunderherd Migration. Our own Rampant Growth. Topiary Stomper also is kind of like a Rampant Growth as well with that cost reduction, but this definitely felt fast enough seeing it, and certainly after drawing that Tyrannix Rex and having 4 lands, one of them being Castle Garenbreak there. Oh, that's got to do it. Just crossing my fingers at this point. It's getting down to like 6, 5 or 6 minutes left in my break. I had to go as fast as possible. Both of our decks certainly go fast, so it's not like it's going to take forever. Hey, counter it. Get to play Drover. I played Drover because... I'm going to pause here for a second to show you guys. Draw out the counter spell on Marauding. Marauding does not give a mana, or tap for a mana, to get Castle Garenbrig's ability. I already have the cost reduction from Huntmaster, dropping Tyrannix Rex to 6. I need to get him to burn the counter spell on this. Drover taps for a mana. I have the Karplusan Forests in hand, so next turn, that's the 4th mana I need with the 2 and the other forest plus Drover to get Castle Garenbrig for 6 to play T-Rex, which is reduced by 1. We're about to have some fun. Whew. Don't worry, I got it prepared. You know what. Of course, Spell Queller can't do anything to Tyrannix Rex. Not a whole lot can. I have been worried about Aether Gust in the past. That's done me in. Sending Tyrannix Rex back to the top, sadly. But you watch them scratch their head. They're wondering what's going on? How did this person do this? That's how you do it. Beautiful. Of course, you'd naturally want to play Marauding first to get the reduction to play Drover for 1 green, but in this case, get that 1 mana ahead, plus the reduction. Tyrannix Rex. Boom. At this point, I figured I probably had it locked up. There's no coming back from that, even though they got Supreme Phantom and 2 Curious Obsessions, drawing 2 extra cards and dealing 6 at the moment. We had at least 3 turns, I believe, and after they played this Takasia's Welcome there. Actually, I should go back and see what it says, just in case you guys haven't seen it before. But yeah, whenever 1 or more creatures with mana value 3 or less enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once. That doesn't seem so good for them. Just a little bit of extra draw, I guess. That would mean they'd want to play a creature. And maybe not. Yeah, see, look. Not doing anything for them. And this specifically, I was ready to pause on this moment. You can see it was trying to use Drover plus these 3 lands in Castle Garenbrig to get the 6 that Ancient Imperiosaur is reduced to, but I caught it in time. It doesn't want me to tap Karplusan Forest for a green. Pause. I'm like, oh, hold on. I want Drover to make Ancient Imperiosaur bigger. Make it super scary, of course. Either they counter it and die, or they don't counter it and die. Their back's against the wall at this point. Wow, never mind. I saved Drover. I forgot about that part. But yeah, save Drover so I can also attack with that. Tyrannix Rex plus Drover is exactly 11. The counter, they're done. They're done. Oh, absolutely fantastic. You got Shifting, you got T-Rex, you got Carnage Tart. Ancient Imperiosaur, of course, can be countered, but it did not matter at that point. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, let's jump into the actual matches. I think that worked out quite fantastically. If I get some nice examples, I'll do that in the future, certainly. Man, oh, that was good stuff. And I'll remember to turn on the chat since I turned it off. Right, it's there, ready. If you don't see it pop up for whatever reason, just let me know, of course. Maybe I'll start off facing spirits. That'd be interesting. The algorithm trying to take us down a peg, or a spirits player that's won a little bit too much and they want the algorithm wants them to feel the pain of another tribal deck, perhaps. Yeah. If I see Vivien's ultimate tonight once, I've never seen it myself. I've never done it myself. Yeah, well, definitely I can work with that. Going first, of course, quite nice. And seeing that Castle Garenbrig to get, well, maybe big Ancient Imperiosaur, but easily cast stuff. Of course, I'm not starting off with Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex, so sometimes that's made me feel like Castle Garenbrig not quite as helpful as it has been in the past. That 6 green, I mean, there's potentially ancient. Okay, we got 5 color Enigmatic Incarnation coming up. Certainly would have been nice if Drover had survived and we could go Vivien Reid this next coming turn. But at least we got the 4th land there. Okay. Regis or Alpha next turn, maybe. A big Ancient Imperiosaur the turn after that would be pretty fantastic. Fires of Invention. Not Fires of Invention, huh? Okay. Guess we're getting a little bit fortunate for sure. But certainly, Regis or Alpha. And hoping they don't pop off next turn too badly. Maybe they play something with flying. I might just go an extra Regis or Alpha just to make Ancient Imperiosaur super duper big whenever I do play it. Touch this, okay. We're not dead yet, but back certainly is against the wall. Yep, get rid of that Bone Crusher Giant. They certainly could exile or do something to that token, so let's play it safe and do some good stuff. Well, I'm not making use of that if it entered untapped, of course. Just have to hope they don't have a Leyline Binding for Regis or Alpha here. Ugh, I jinxed myself. Vivien Reid next turn, that's going to be nice. Well, not the end of the world. We're not quite dead yet. That 4 life a turn, potentially, whenever a land enters with Omnath there is not so fun. But you're seeing right away, starting off with that, artifact, enchantment, hate is good. Definitely taking out Leyline Binding there. Just in case they get Enigmatic Incarnation, sacrificing Leyline Binding to get something bad. Agent of Treachery potentially, Leyline Binding being a mana value of 6 and Agent of Treachery mana value of 7. Oof, okay, it's not so bad. They're getting away from things with that 28, unfortunately. However, could I do some good stuff with Ancient Imperiosaur this turn? Actually, no, Vivien Reid again. Yeah. What am I thinking? Let's get another Regis or Alpha. Boom. Beautiful. More creatures, more tokens. Yeah, I'll attack with 2. If I take out Omnath, that'd be pretty sweet. But at least start chipping away at their life. Okay. Ancient Imperiosaur could be coming down pretty big next turn. Kruga might not save him at this point, though. Oh boy. Like I was saying, fantastic stuff. +1, get a land or a creature, whatever it is that we might need. Now, Huntmaster. Actually, what am I thinking? Shifting Ceratops. They can't block it. That's what I want to be doing. And definitely make as much green as possible. Everything is green right here. Well, doesn't make sense to attack with the tokens, of course, so do that. Yeah, and Regis or Alpha. And hope they can't deal or do anything to this. I do love a 14/14 and Topiary Stomper, because it will get us to 7 lands. We got 6 now, and again, we still get haste with the tapped Regis or Alphas. That's going to feel pretty darn scary. Oh, 3 for a 4/4 Vigilance, haste, and that 14/14. Beautiful. Anything that blocks it dies. Go for it. Hopefully they don't do anything to Topiary Stomper. Maybe I should have left a token behind, come to think of it. That does tend to do the trick. Nuts. Right, well, I know what it is. Certainly Back to Nature is going to bring us back into contention. Ancient Imperiosaur, of course, could be good, but the enchantments, Leyline Binding especially, scary stuff. Cast for 1, easily paying that Ward 2 cost. Galta would be nice. Actually, Ripjaw. I don't want Ripjaw. All 3 T-Rexes. Let's go. Yeah, I like the looks of that. Okay, okay. I guess both tokens probably would have been enough. Making it a 10-10. Combined blocking of those things wouldn't have taken it out, and leaving behind the Regis or Alphas, or at least 2 bodies, just to make sure in case they did something, we were a little bit safer. But that hand, I mean, is 100% keeper. 2 lands, Marauding, Topiary Stomper. Probably a pretty good chance to get Topiary Stomper down with Marauding's reduction, even if I don't draw a second or third land. But yeah, it doesn't get better than that. Oh boy. Yeah, 100%. I could have held some stuff back there. I was a little bit excited, sadly, to play Ancient Imperiosaur as big as possible. Topiary Stomper has Vigilance. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But as you just saw, that is not the case. Okay. It's lovely seeing that 3rd land. I must say, we're off to the races here. Oh boy. I'm just going to play Shifting. Yeah. Be as aggressive as possible. Of course, getting a land may be a little bit better with Regis or Alpha, but I want the nice body of Elves. Okay, we'll stomp. That's all right. We'll still make some good stuff happen next turn with Regisaur, hopefully. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Stumbling in the land department. Hopefully they don't have another stomp. Oh, double stomp. But still, we get that token. No. Brawny gets powered up. We've got another Regisaur next turn. Crossing my fingers. Oh, okay, okay. Goofed up a little bit game 1, and then we got him game 2, because it happens to everybody. And I won, and not even having to reveal the fact I have Back to Nature in that's pretty good. Maybe they're a little bit worried. They got a bit scared that first game, perhaps, seeing all the big power. They know something nasty could happen out of nowhere. But it's weird. I still haven't seen a Fires of Invention. Certainly we got lucky that first game not seeing it or Enigmatic Incarnation to start their usual enchantment shenanigans. Oh, well, I can work with that. Yeah. No Castle Garenbrig, unfortunately, to help power out Carnage Tyrant or T-Rex. But, again, Marauding and Topiary Stomper. Ramp. Cost reduction. Regis or Alpha. Eventually. One day. We'll get there. While we wait, boom. Certainly is nice to have that Ancient Imperiosaur come down for bigger than Galta, the 12-12. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a dino bigger than the Queen. Of course, she'll always be the queen of dinos. The lands are being kind to us tonight. Doesn't seem like they have leyline binding. They could have done so in the previous... Oh, Brazen Board. Hey, we got that third land. Actually, oh, this is absolutely better. The cost reduction. Boom, lovely. Play both of them. Possibly accelerate out a Carnage turn next turn if we draw another land and everything sticks around. Ugh, no, that's to be expected. But we've got Vivien. We've got Back to Nature to get those guys back, and we've got Topiary Stomper. We're at the 5th land. We see Castle Garenbrig next turn. We see T-Rex. If I draw a land, I may just go the other Topiary Stomper to get to 7. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Ugh, there it is. Of course, they're not going to be sacrificing anything. They don't want us to get our things back. Of course, Marauding would ping and kill Huntmaster, but they don't want us to have Marauding, because that's going to get out of control. Hey. Okay, so they will sacrifice that other temporary lockdown that... Well, it exiled the token, and it's gone forever after they sack it. Something for 4, and hopefully it's not too painful. Omnath? Well, Omnath is good. Phew, beautiful stuff. Yes, take that ping. Play that Carnage Torrent and attack. Hopefully they can't do anything to Regis or Alpha Nuts. Where's Vivien Reid when you need her? That's okay. Maybe they have a sweeper or something, and at the very least, Carnage Torrent is going to draw out a sweeper. Atraxa. Vivien Reid coming up. Let's go. Play her -3. Atraxa out of the sky into the graveyard. That'd be pretty sweet. Or another land, Tranix Rex. Threaten them with some lovely aggression. Or Shifting Ceratops, which can just block Atraxa into oblivion whenever she attacks. And, well, Atraxa doesn't deal any damage to Shifting because of the protection from blue, and they don't deal any damage. So, yeah, they don't gain any life. There it is. Oh, and we turn on Topiary Stomper. Of course, but imagine Atraxa blocks, well, one of these things. Must do a ton of damage. I think they might. Okay. I don't think Carnage Torrent, of course, would be as enticing. We deal 7, but then they would gain 7. But right there, they were staring down 15 damage, so that certainly probably made them want to block. They weren't going to win that race. Guess maybe they could have bought themselves some time. Hard to say, but either way, we got the other T-Rex ready and waiting to hit them. If they can't deal with T-Rex this turn, the one I have out, they're dead because they get to at least 10 poison counters. Or we get Back to Nature, or we get Vivien Reid. A whole lot of things. Leyline Binding for 1. To exile that T-Rex, I bet. Okay, let me think. I can't go T-Rex plus Topiary Stomper. 4. Yeah, no, just that. Of course, I'll attack with this Topiary. They're going to have to completely tap out just to exile one of them. And they have to exile one of them. They have to do something to it. Or they're done. That's okay by me. If Omnath wants to block Topiary Stomper, of course that's... Hey, that's alright. Hopefully they don't have another copy in hand. But yeah, hopefully I get that Back to Nature. Okay, so we got a little bit more damage with Topiary Stomper. Quite fantastic there. They have to do something to this T-Rex. They have to have enough to block stuff. But Shifting Ceratops next turn The only thing that could block it is that Bone Crusher Giant if they play it. And hopefully they didn't just draw another Leyline Binding. Oh, it would be the most epic of Back to Natures if I draw it. Let's do it. They don't really want to give me back anything. That's the thing. Because they've stolen such impactful creatures. Gonna be somebody nasty. Coma, Cosmos Serpent. Well, that certainly is pretty scary stuff. Well, everything is blue at the moment. Shifting, of course, flying right past. At least do it. Oh, okay. Here goes nothing. I think I like that instead. Hopefully there's no counterspell. Of course, it's mostly enchantments. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, Vivien Reid. Oof. All right. Go time. They only have 3. They can't target Tyrannosaurus Rex if they had a Leyline Binding. Oh, I'm liking the looks of this. They have to completely block both Tyrannosaurus Rexes. If even one connects with 1 point of damage, they die. They have to have 16 toughness to survive. They have 8. Everything has to block. They can't sacrifice that to give Coma indestructible because they will die. A little bit of damage will get through. This is good. Yeah, to bounce it, that's okay. We take out Coma. That's pretty sweet. Alright, hopefully they don't have another one. Of course, they could sacrifice that Leyline Binding, get another Coma. However, they're pretty low. Shifting Ceratops maybe is going to do the trick along with Topiary Stomper, which both would have haste. Next turn, Elesh Norn is going to be problematic for sure. We'll see. We'll see. Imagine they'll sacrifice that other lady. Yeah. Something else nasty. Oh, they don't. Well, things just got interesting. Now the question becomes, Castle Green. Well, yeah, again, everything I'll have to play is green, so we'll just get to 6, 8. Carnage Trout. Elesh Norn would have to block this if they can't do anything to Regisaur. Okay, lots of painful stuff. Huh? They didn't sacrifice that Topiary Stomper, so perhaps they don't play any other enchantments. Maybe they're not super worried. Huh? We'll see. Almost a third of the way through the deck. Where is that Back to Nature? My goodness, but it is pretty cool to see Vivien having a pretty decent impact. Possibly could have taken out that Enigmatic Incarnation way back when. Oh, Kenrith gaining some life. Okay. Imagine Kenrith and that token there might... Oh, another Carnage Turret. Well, that certainly is pretty fantastic. But also, 6, 8. Regisaur Alpha, Topiary Stomper. Let's see if that can do the trick. I think 2 things would have to block Carnage Turret to kill it. Elesh Norn, okay. Just Carnage Turret. I think we'll take out at least one of these painful things. Oh, 5, yeah. That does make sense. Okay, well, all is not lost yet. Back to nature, man. You can see why I'd like to have 3 copies. Done the trick. Well, I'll see what I draw next turn, but that's probably it. So unfortunately, just didn't quite get what I was looking for. To nature, you can do it. Vivien Reid? Well, can we make anything happen with that? Not so much. Again, we could take out that Enigmatic Incarnation, but that's not doing anything for them. They're not sacrificing it. Another Topiary Stomper wouldn't do much either, sadly. Yeah, we're not coming back from Tolsimir, Kenrith, and Elish Norn. Yeah, that's all right. Nuts. Okay. Oh boy. This is the match. Ultimate Vivien. Maybe just so I can at least get it out of my system and see what the ultimate is like, because I think there might be an animation for some Planeswalkers ultimates, at least the older ones. There was animations added for their ultimates. Yeah, I could work with that. Drover, possibly getting that Ripjaw or Shifting Ceratops down on turn 3. I'll take that risk. Or Topiary Stomper also. A good chance to see, again, something for 3, something for 2 that still advances the plan of playing the other costly stuff. But Tribute to the World Tree, I think this is my first time seeing it on the opposing side. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2/1/1 counters on it. I like it. How come I'm not seeing the chat? That's odd. I just saw that you guys are chatting, but it must not have been connected. Math is for blockers. Yes, a slugfest. The other Viv, same. Oh, I'm sorry it's taken so long. I just checked things. Let me try and connect it better. Odd. Yeah, no, strange. Oh, okay, there it is. Well, what was I going to do? Shifting might be better. Okay. Yeah, let me see. I don't know why it's not showing up. Yes, good effort. But yeah, the other Vivien, I don't know. I think I'll try the other Vivien, the one for 5 again, that you can play creatures off the top of your library. That definitely has to be something to give a go at some point. I still haven't yet. I've been meaning to, and she certainly has been out for quite some time. Okay, well, that's... No. That's not happening. Nuts. Where's the nut animation when you need it? Okay, Flame Sweep. We might get a small window where we can take out lots of stuff. Vivien is not doing as much. Flame Sweep is definitely much more important. Runic Armosaur. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land, we may draw a card. don't think that's an ability. That's just a triggered thing. So pretty sure Runic Armasaur wouldn't draw a card if they pay a green with the Leaf Crown Visionary. Elvish Warmaster, I'd draw a card, but if we're at that point and they do that, we're probably dead anyways, sadly. Yeah, I like the looks of that. I keep trying to connect the chat here. Yeah, it's odd for whatever reason. I probably have to close down the window, I think. OBS itself, and then reopen it. A glitch, I would imagine, is what's happening. Yeah, I had to refresh my phone as well. Yeah, sometimes, I've had this particular thing happen before. However, Marauding Raptor, Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor. Just because I feel I'll probably want to flame sweep this turn coming up. Oh, they got another one. Okay, yes, definitely. I'd see myself wanting to do that. Get a little bit of damage in. They're not too worried about what might happen. Should be able to hopefully take out enough. Maybe another Llanowar Elves. So we gotta wait a second. Wait, and kill him. Phew. Alright, good stuff. Register Alpha, hopefully this is going to be fast enough. We took away their ramp, took away their creature, waited just until that trigger was there. Yeah, flame sweep. Coming in handy once again. That is pretty fantastic. 1 for a 3/4. I like it. I don't care who blocks who. I want to do as much damage as humanly possible. Block Marauding. Do it. Okay. If they had blocked Marauding, of course, that would have allowed for Huntmaster to come down safely. Both Huntmasters, actually. We can pretty much play anything at this point out by drum. Man, that is good stuff. Flooded, unfortunately. I'll Regis or Alpha to keep them down. Man, this is nasty. Gonna have to keep my eye out for this. Of course, Vivien Reid, she could maybe come down and take out tribute to the World Tree, but of course they did cut Vivien. A painful first outing against this. Hey, we got something. Not exactly enough of something. However, Marauding Raptor, of course, would threaten anything they have, so I'm going to try for that. And then, finally get to go with a Huntmaster. Something has to block for them to live. Ancient Imperiosaur, that would be pretty sweet. Go Dinos, go. Yes. Yes, Heaven. Yeah. I did restart my computer, did some updates, so that's probably why the chat isn't showing up. But maybe the episode that I played before I actually started from on my last break today, maybe that kind of did some funny business. Okay. guess that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I should have looked a little bit closer at the Leaf Crown Visionaries, of course, being a 4/4. We would take out somebody, though, which is nice. As long as one Leaf Crown Visionary goes down, both go down. Okay, I like that. Well, it seems to be very good against Elves here. Certainly they were explosive and barfed a lot of stuff that first game. That was scary, as I was trying to fix the chat and get it to show up. Oh boy, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Well, take him down to 1. Just get him as low as possible. We gotta get something here at some point. I mean, not a whole lot of big scary stuff. Past a quarter of the way through the deck as well. Shifting would be nice. Anything, really, if they haven't played too much this turn. Oh, we've got the guy. Okay. I was wondering about that, Heaven. Definitely, but it has messed me up one too many times. I must say. If it's the third land or later, yeah, it's painful. Do we get him? They could have collected company or something nasty. I'm gonna hope that's not the case, though. Yeah, Lair of the Hydra. I need that land to enter untapped, and then, you know, it's turn 3, turn 4. Lair of the Hydra entering tapped. I've not liked it too many times, but I mean, certainly it has saved me in the past, and these things getting big, sadly. We will only take out 2 things: Llanowar Elves and the Dwynen's Elite. Man, hopefully they don't have another collected company. But where there's one Coco, there is another. Galta. Could almost play Galta. Actually might be able to. Yeah. Nope. Not coming back from that. Down to 1. That is just unfortunate. Got flooded a little bit more than I would have liked, certainly, but yeah. Not much you can do about that. Okay. But still, Flame Sweep, I mean, it bought us a lot of time, I must say. If we had let that stuff live, it would have been painful the following turn. Taking out some of their ramp, taking out a Dork, really can slow them down just enough to get the job done. But yeah, going back to that Lair of the Hydra one, the Shadow Skull Smashing, it can enter untapped if you pay 3, but being a source of red, factoring in the cost reduction stuff, sometimes you can only pay green for things. It's like it's a mono green card. The mono red source of Shadow Skull Smashing has not been nice. It's kind of like that. Having as many lands that enter untapped as possible. Shelter Thicket, of course, I can cycle it away late game, so I do like it for that reason. But is this another 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation? I think it seems to be the case. I was thinking of that, Heaven. Sadly, of course, with Marauding Raptor here, it does ping and kill that Goblin token, which is a little unfortunate. But I've always wondered about Den of the Bugbear. Does fantastic things for other people, but maybe not quite so much for me. Hey, we've got the good thing. I won't attack with a token, of course, but Marauding Raptor is going to be pretty darn menacing. Yeah, got enough lands. Again, there is only 22. So it's like a Legends something. Oh, and fantastic Ancient Imperiosaur. Let me think. Regisaur Alpha, keep that alive. Definitely like a 4-4. They would have to double block to take out Regisaur Alpha. Alright. That's where it's at. Boom. Love it. 14 damage. Okay, good stuff. But yeah, I really like that part about Ancient Imperiosaur. Go back and look at the battlefield, but you can imagine. Marauding Raptor, possibly could have been nice attacking with it. A 4-3 would have threatened both creatures there. The token, though, certainly didn't make any sense to attack with. Maybe Rada's a 4-4, so I don't want to attack with Marauding. I don't want to attack with the token. Again, I can use them to make Imperiosaur bigger, super duper threatening, and we still get a bunch of damage towards them. Just lovely stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. I still think I'm going to keep playing with Ancient Imperiosaur. Even though there isn't Lukka, Bound to Ruin, and my inspiration for Imperiosaur was Lukka wanting a creature that's big and powerful. Ancient Imperiosaur sometimes, often, coming down bigger than T-Rex here. Even if it's 10-10. Dividing 10 damage between creatures and planeswalkers is pretty sweet. Sometimes, of course, it has been 12 or 14, which is lovely stuff, but I think it still should be fantastic, even without the fact of having Lukka and wanting a big thing. It certainly was nice right there. And hasty as well. You gotta love it. A cat walked by our security camera. Huh. That happens every now and then. Okay, what were they doing? That's the question. I guess I can probably leave everything in. Seems like they have a lot of creatures, legendary creatures. So perhaps Ripjaw Raptor might be nice. Scare him away from blocking, or be a nice blocker itself. However, lovely stuff right there. Lands, Huntmaster, Topiary, and Drover of the Mighty. Hopefully Drover survives again. 4 mana, turn 3, Huntmaster for 2, Topiary for 2. And of course one of the lands is Castle Garenbrig, getting us lots of good stuff. Bard class. I should have suspected Bard class. Hey, Vivien Reid can destroy an enchantment. Although it might not, it's going to be painful. If we survive that long, of course. Okay, they didn't do a whole lot. Fortunately for us, of course, Topiary... Oh, well, hold on. Oh, I almost messed that up. My goodness, I would have been sad if that happened. But yeah, Huntmaster for 2, Topiary for 2, and then next turn, Vivien Reid to blow up that Bard class and slow down all their aggression. That's where it's at. But yeah, they could just barf a lot of stuff this turn, unfortunately. However, it seems like they had some creatures, maybe that could be other colors. Does seem to be traditional Bard class. Red and green. That's not going to be fun. Relic of Legends there. Tap to add 1 mana of any color, and tap an untapped creature you control to add 1 mana of any color. Okay, this is getting interesting. We might be safe next turn. Good stuff. Oh, you know what? Could we just kill him? Rod and Galton? No. Oh man. No, it's gotta be Bard class, 100%. Let's just not ask questions. Just get it gone. Marauding Raptor, set up next turn for some nice powerful stuff. We get to give Marauding Haste 2 power to take out Ren and the Realm Breaker. That looks pretty good. Oh, the Green Planeswalker. I'll show it for you guys. But yeah, Wren and Realmbreaker, the new one from March of the Machines. 1 and 2 green. Very nice. Lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Up to 1 target land you control becomes an elemental creature with vigilance, hexproof, and haste. -2, mill 3 cards. You can put a permanent from among the milled cards into your hand. And the -7, you get an emblem with, you may play lands and cast permanent spells from your graveyard. Man, it just sticks around. It's painful and, well, scary stuff potentially. Yeah, hey. We took out an enchantment. We draw something extra this turn. Don't exactly need Galta, but let's get an extra one. I like that. Boo. The Queen for 2. They don't know there's another one coming up. This is going to hurt. Not Carpusan Forest. Just smack them. Alright, good stuff. Watch them expend a lot of resources to take out Galta. Hopefully that's what happens, and they feel pretty positive about their situation. But they're about to be hit by another one. Another one, as DJ Khaled says. Maybe I could make that a meme, a little clip of him saying, another one, another one. Because he used multiple copies of this. Bard class is, well, taking out that Bard class there definitely is saving us. It's pretty good. Probably doesn't make sense for LS Norn to attack. We've got 7, enough that we could take her out. Oh, they're gonna fight. Okay. Interesting. Taking out Huntmaster. Odd. Huh. I would have figured they'd take out Drover. Alright. I forgot to play that 7th land. Would have been able to attack with Topiary Stomper. I was just so excited to swing with Galta, watch him possibly take it out, and play another copy. That's okay. Well, it's okay. We still dropped the Queen. Being mean. Phew. Yeah. That's why I use a few. Make them sink resources into taking down a powerful, impactful creature, and then you make them feel bad when do that, although it's getting pretty scary here. Hold on a second. Still going to be scary for Galta coming up. Hey, Shifting Ceratops, hasty. Omnath can't block it, so that might come into effect right here, but hopefully it's enough damage overall to get the job done. They only have 1 thing left in hand, so maximum aggression it is. At the very least, we might be drawing a card from Ripjaw being blocked or dealt damage or something. They could have some removal or answer in their hand, but full speed ahead. That's the ticket. Okay. Hey, trading with Omnath is going to be pretty sweet. Targnar will trade with Galta. We'll still get a little bit of damage through, but I think we'll take out enough stuff. Take out Omnath's, Targnar, and that's still pretty good. And they're down to 4. Hopefully I draw something. Hey, another one. My goodness. Can't fight witches. Oh, they can't. What am I thinking? I should know Domri. I've used it a lot, but hey, they don't have it anymore. Guess Tranix Rex would have been nice. Hey, there we go. 6. Hold on a second. 5. We would need a total of 10. Can't make 10. No. If I could make 10, I could go Regisaur for 5 plus 7 power, reducing Galta. That's where it's at. I guess turning off the token that's being made by Elishnorn's ability sucks. Gotta take 4. Oh boy. Okay. Let me think. Galta for everything, yes. Just in case they have something to deal with. Okay, they don't. Phew! My goodness. The Queen reigns supreme. Vivien could be the queen, getting to that ultimate there. +2 +2, vigilance, haste, trample indestructible, whatever it is. But that was pretty sweet. Boom. Invest some resources to take her out. Boom. Invest some resources to take her out. Boom. They have no more resources. She does the trick. And that was a good example. Oh, okay. Hopefully the trend continues. But you can see why I love 4 copies so much. Even with 4 copies of any card, there could be a good chance you don't see any copy of it. But again, with Vivien digging 4 with the +1, looking for creature or lands, that's really going to help to see Galta quite a bit. Maybe you could go down to 2 copies, but again, if I only had 2 copies, I wouldn't have had that 3rd copy, which wouldn't have gotten haste and taken them out. Even paying 8 there. I'm pretty sure it was 8. Yeah, 8 for 12/12 haste is good. And this hand looks very good as well. 2 lands, bunch of stuff for 2. Classic. Fantastic. Hey, hopefully there's a good chance we still get Marauding or Huntmaster down. It is always nice to see 2 things for 2 in case, they do something nasty like this. Yeah, hey, we got the 3rd land. Thoughtseize. Oof. Again, like I say, it would not be a night without Thoughtseize in the mix. Back to back is pretty painful, though, I must say. Imagine they have Fatal Push or something for Huntmaster, and we'll get it out of the way. One less Fatal Push for Ripjaw or Shifting Ceratops. And we got 4 lands. Eventually we might get to Regisaur Alpha. Just gotta stay positive and... Oh, nice. And that's why you use 4 copies. Beautiful stuff. Oh boy, liking the looks of this. Vivien or Regisaur Alpha, of course, test the waters with Regisaur. If they don't play anything, I imagine... Okay, they're doing that. That is very nice. Tapped out. We gotta go with this. Hopefully, it's gonna help. So maybe invest a decent amount of resources to take out Regisaur. Hopefully it's not cut down for 1 in the black. That is painful stuff. Another Invoke Despair would be nasty. However, it's nice I didn't already play Vivien Reid. Oof. Fatal Push. Okay, Bone Crusher. That's pretty good. I like another Regisaur Alpha, though. Just keep being aggressive with the 3/3s. If Bone Crusher wants to block, of course, that's nice to take it out. That's okay. I'll sacrifice the token and just hope they don't have removal for Regisaur Alpha. Okay. Well, well, well. Look at the good buddy, Ripjaw Raptor. That's pretty fantastic. Well, I'll just, you know what, I'm going to smack him. Bone Crusher would have to, no, just Ripjaw, just Ripjaw. Might as well save Regis or Alpha. Bone Crusher would have blocked it, and they still would be at 4. Vivien Reid not doing too much for me in this matchup, but still would have been nice drawing an extra card each turn, especially because they don't have Sheolreds. Actually, I just put it into my hand, so it's not actual draw. Get around the potential of, oh, I gotta watch out for Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Hold on a second here. 2 things would have to block to take out Ripjaw. They probably want to do that in one go, I would imagine. Yeah. That haste from Regis or Alpha could come in very handy. Of course, hopefully I just draw a creature, some creature, after I take out Bone Crusher Giant. Pretty good chance of that. I can play anything I draw, which is, hey, there we go. Good stuff. Imagine they'll probably -2. Make us get rid of that Regis or Alpha, and oh, hopefully they didn't get removal for the other thing. Regisaur it is. I think I like Shifting Ceratops' potential of trample, although it's getting a little out of control again, sadly. This is a good example. If I had, drawn Lukka, maybe this turn coming up, Shifting Ceratops, it's 5 power, lining up nicely with Murderous Rider and Blood Tithe Harvester, or just taking out Graveyard Trespass or anything at this point. Alta could be nice, yeah. Alta would be nice. Take 1 hit, at least from this. Galta, where are you at? Ugh, that Drover, that's not doing a whole lot for me. Nuts. Where's the nuts when you need it? At the very least, I got a nice little 3/3 body. Just hope this isn't too painful, whatever they get. Guess that probably would kill us if they attacked with everything. Oh, interesting. Fine by me. If they would have made Hive of the Eye Tyrant a creature, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten the job done. Yeah. I'll take it and hope I get something that's going to help bust through. Does not look to be the case. Huntmaster will not do it. Okay. Wow. You know what? I'm going to bring in Flame Sweep and Runic Armasaur. Take out Ancient Imperiosaur, Vivien Reid. Yes. Yes, definitely. Carnage Trout, 100%. Galt, of course, could be nice, but well, she could be dead pretty often. There could be a lot of chances for Runic Armasaur to draw a bunch. Of course, Sheolreds is going to be potentially kind of problematic. Yeah, Field of Ruin, activated ability, boom, draw a card. Castle Lock Twin, anytime they do that, we draw a card. Hive of the Eye Tyrant, draw a card. Blood Tithe Harvester, taps to sack, draw a card. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, taps to make a token, we draw a card. So really, Runic Armasaur has the potential to draw a lot of stuff, and of course being that 5 toughness, that can buy us some time to turtle a little bit. Yeah, I like that. I was thinking maybe Shifting Ceratops, just because they aren't blue whatsoever. That protection from blue not doing anything, but the haste, the trample, the sneaky trample, potentially, if they don't realize or forget, they can have it. However, that's not going to do it. That will. Big time. Venusaur. Played as safe as possible, especially knowing what they have. Hopefully getting one of these things down. Hopefully they survive, but of course it is often painful. At the very least, we didn't see a Thought Seize to start, and Fatal Push though coming up. That's alright. Okay. That is good. Again, something at 2 toughness. Hey, okay. Just Runic Armasaur. That survives. Flame Sweep. Hopefully they don't take it out. It would be nice to draw at least one card from it. Imagine they may never have seen it before. Blood Tithe Harvester, of course, can't really attack into it. Now the question becomes, will they do something to Runic Armasaur? I think that could be the case. I'm going to try attacking and see what happens. Yeah. I think they could have Fatal Push, but if it is Stomp, Runic Armasaur would be 3 toughness instead of 2. Would have taken 2 from this scenario. Maybe this helps Runic Armasaur survive. We'll find out. Does it sound? Oh, okay. That is good. And you know what? Drover's probably going down to something. Even though it would be a 3/3 temporarily. We know how often it dies. And it would be nice to solidly get to Castle Garenbig. Being able to use its Carnage Taunt, there you go. If I had kept Drover, I wouldn't be doing this right now. Man, beautiful. Runic Armasaur is kind of working out. I like it. Chip away a little bit. Certainly 2 damages, not a whole lot, but I know what I'm sacrificing. Another Flame Sweep to take out this Blood Tithe Harvester would be pretty sweet. Not sure why they attacked, huh? Odd. Well, I'll take it. Flame Sweep at any point would be pretty sweet. Sacrifice something. Meet the requirement of fatal push for Ripjaw. Or just draw something, anything. Get rid of a land, because we certainly have enough at this point. Oh, they're searching. They're getting a little bit flooded. Boom. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I gotta try out Runic Armosaur some more. Maybe that's gonna be the thumbnail feature for tomorrow. There's certainly a lot of creatures and lands that isn't a mana ability, at least with this deck. Perhaps that's kind of the secret sauce. Turtle a bit, draw a bit, flame sweep to take out a bit. Who knows? I'm gonna keep trying stuff until I find the best thing for me that I want to do against whatever it is, Rakdos or otherwise. That definitely is good. Just gonna try and reconnecting the chat again. At least there isn't a Thoughtseize. Always gotta look at the silver lining. Oh, Blood Tithe Harvester. I imagine Huntmaster is gonna go down, but hey, if it survives, that's gonna be lovely. Down the line, at least this might draw out Blood Tithe sacrificing itself. Gonna draw out a little bit of removal. Could be nice if I draw Marauding Raptor next turn and Huntmaster is still sticking around. Lots of good things can happen. Hey, made him use Colgan's. Forest, don't exactly need it. I would prefer, again, keeping everything a dual land just in case. Although usually I only need one source of red a turn. Very rarely do I need two, and I definitely had more than two in my hand at the moment. Regisaur next turn, Carnage turn the turn after that, unless of course I top deck Castle Gernbreak here. I'm just happy I haven't seen Sheolreds yet, which is quite interesting, I must say. I would have imagined to see it at least once by this point. At the very least, I think we'll be left with that token if they kill it. That's okay. You got to expect a bunch of them. Hasty Carnage turn next turn would destroy land. That's alright by me. We still got a bunch of basics. Yeah. Hasty Carnage turn next turn. Let's go. Certainly nice. Regisaur Alpha being a mana value of 5. Don't have to worry about them fatal pushing it. It's out of range of that. Oh, and Marauding Raptor. Can't go Marauding or Carnage, or Marauding and Carnage, I should say. So this is it. Yes. Pretty safe being at 8. 3 from Blood Tithe, 3 from Hive of the Eye Tyrant if they wanted to do it. Only does take us down to 2, so we should be okay. Okay, Stomp coming in for Regisaur. Gotta be. Okay. Oh, and Liliana, my goodness. Well, that's not fun. Painful for sure. Shifting though. Okay, no, this is very good. Yeah. We can just hit them right to the face. We have a card in hand. Maybe they think it's going to be impactful, but I don't need it. Do as much damage as humanly possible and hope for the best. Oh, we got something scary. Of course they're going to do the thing to discard it, but I guess I could have just played it. They would have made us discard something anyways. Nah. Flame Sweep next turn would get the job done. Oh, and a Ripjaw gets the job done. Yes. Yes, indeed. That's gotta do it. Pretty sweet. Getting Ripjaw, or getting Marauding to 4, so it can trade with the Graveyard Trespasser is pretty fantastic. Take out both. Do it. And do a little bit more damage on the way. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Liliana definitely doing the -2, but just in case they draw the, well, no, I have enough lands. That's what it's all about. Ripjaw makes most sense, I think. No fatal push. Got him. Got him. Got him. Trample. Gonna do the trick. Good stuff. Might as well play Drover. What's it gonna be? Yes, there we go. Exactly. Lethal. I changed my pet, yes. Oh, that's weird. I didn't change my pet. It's glitchy. That's strange. But yeah, exactly lethal. Shifting with trample, Bone Crusher stopping 3 of it, and then 2 going right past. Absolute perfection. But yeah, I didn't change it myself, so this is definitely something kind of glitchy, for sure. At least I know the chat is still working, and I see your message there. Off, on, off. Yeah, well, just not showing up for whatever reason. Odd. Okay. Hopefully that continues. That was pretty sweet. Down to the wire is always lovely and tense. Makes for a pretty good moment. Yes it is. Maybe I should look at the pets. I didn't even realize I had that white bear with the crowns and stuff. Maybe I could just leave the chat off since you guys can't see it. So, of course, I think having the chat adds something, but of course, you know, if you're chatting, you're in the chat in YouTube, so you see it there. Just leave the screen even clearer so you can see all the action. That much better. I don't know. I've been toying with that idea. Trying it out for a few nights. Something to think about. Could be rough. Oh, another Rakdos. At least we brought the pain to him last time. But maybe we just got super lucky not seeing a Sheolred once. Oh, hey. That's alright. Happens to the best of them. But again, multiple things for 2 should be good. Reasonable chance to get Topiary Stomper there, I would hope. Probably gonna take their time looking at stuff. Yeah. Good to get rid of Topiary. Oh, and at least they didn't have another you-know-what. Of course, try for Drover. Drover and Huntmaster both get killed by the same stuff as easily as... usually. Perhaps this is mono black. Discard. They don't have a whole lot left in their hand, so At the very least, we get to go Huntmaster next turn. Oh, what is going on? I didn't even realize. This is wacky. Maybe it has something to... Oh, that is not wacky. That is good. But do they have a counter spell? Drowning in the Loch could not counter this, so I... oh, if we're safe. Phew. Phew, I was thinking maybe I should test the waters with Huntmaster, but hey, this is much better. Strange. Maybe it's something to do with May the 4th. It's almost May the 4th. At least where I am, 11:15. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. Perhaps I'll wear my Chewbacca bathrobe as I did, I think, some other year. Not sure exactly what it was for, but try for Huntmaster. Hopefully, cross your fingers. Would be optimal to get this plus shifting. Good stuff, good stuff. I like it. Hopefully shifting sticks around. Of course, they had mono black based removal on shifting. I could take it out right now. Pretty sure it's dead. I keep looking at it. Well, they have something blue based and they can't target it because of the protection from it. Raise and borrow are good stuff, so we know they don't have any counter spell. Very nice indeed. We got that immediate effect from Huntmaster. That's all I wanted. That plus shifting. We made them invest some resources. Got the benefit. Boom. Another one. Actually, just in case. On the off chance, they do some nasty stuff. Let's get this one down, give it haste, and give some other one trample. Give one of them trample at least. Maybe they flash in a rogue or something. Oh, they... Good, very good stuff. Man, Dimir rogues, you gotta watch out for shift. Hey, Soaring Thought Thief is not gonna save them. It's blue, it can't block Shifting Ceratops. There's not a whole lot they can do at this point. They haven't dealt a lot of damage, of course. The rogue for 1 black. It's always on the tip of my tongue. I've seen that. Yeah, done. Lights out. Whew. Wow. Flame Sweep doesn't do too good. Sometimes the rogues in general can be above 2 toughness. Of course, Brazen Boar there starts at 1 toughness and might be still. You know what? That Flame Sweep could be good. Come to think of it, Soaring Thought Thief would stay alive, but the other stuff I might actually be able to sweep. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Ripjaw Raptor, probably not the best thing in the world here. Potentially they could have Sheolreds. I have seen Sheolreds sometimes whenever facing Dimir rogues, so don't want to draw extra if I don't have to. And this, whenever it's dealt damage, draw a card. It's not a May choice. You don't have to, or you can't make the choice whether to draw it or not. You're forced to. Ancient Imperiosaur, well, potentially they could fill the graveyard pretty fast and excuse me. Target it. Vivien Reid, I guess, makes sense, yeah. Spirits or this, taking out something problematic. Although I think Flame Sweep is going to do enough of the trick. I'd probably rather Carnage Taunt, especially against all their removal, all their counter spells and whatnot. Yeah. Shifting Ceratops showing up fantastically against spirits, lovely against Dimir rogues. Still makes me think maybe I don't need Rending Volley. 1 red, instant speed, 4 damage to target blue or white creature, and it can't be countered. Oftentimes that's what people use, but since I have the best thing for stuff that's blue based, something to think about. Just rely on shifting to get the job done against things that might counter. Hey, we got 2 things for 2 and 2 lands. Boom. I think that'll do it. Unfortunately, they see Flame Sweep, so we won't be able to surprise them quite so much like I was hoping. But maybe that makes them play a little bit more conservatively to try and draw out the Flame Sweep, or they have a counter spell for it. Certainly could be something that might happen. Again, getting rid of that. We'll try for Rockfall Vale, hopefully drawing a 3rd land next turn, but still. Oh, there we go. Yes, please. I won't take 2 damage if I don't have to. No fatal push. Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Wow. Gotta love it. Nuts for them. Soaring Thought Thief coming up. Maybe counter spell. We'll see. Oh, good stuff. Yes, we're at 4. Possibly at 5 next turn for Regis, or if that 5th land is Castle Variant Break, we get Carnage Tyrant. We got Flame Sweep. Maybe they don't want to play their little things, like I mentioned. They just want to kill it. Oh boy, here goes nothing. We'll see. Oh, maybe they do have a counter spell. That Ether Gust. Wow. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'd like to try again next turn. They know what's going to happen, so it'll be like, oh, do I have another? Hopefully they don't have another. Well, it's Sheolred. It's not the Sheolred I'm used to. Okie dokie. Here goes nothing. Hopefully Regis or Alpha sticks around at least, and then I can go Hasty Carnage Tyrant. And that's going to be problematic. Yikes. We're going to flip it. Make us sacrifice Regis or Alpha. Oh, destroy Regis or Alpha. Ouch. Yeah. This could get nasty. The flip side of this this version of Sheolred. Not good. It's gotta be that this turn. I don't see why it'd be anything else. Oh, two. Okay, this is gonna be good. I can. Oh boy. No, this is very, very good. Marauding, Galta, full aggression, maximum damage, go time. Someone blocks Galta, someone blocks Marauding or Regis, or maybe the token getting through, but that is good. One of those things, well, Sheolred herself is going to block Galta, Death Touch, right? Probably. But maybe that just gets the job done. I was thinking Flame Sweep, but they would have expected Flame Sweep, so I'll just do the thing they weren't prepared for instead. Well, we'll see. Flipping that Sheolred, taking out Galta, they've got to pay 5 unless they have other removal in their hand, of course. Best possible thing I could have done in the moment. There's Bouncer's Beatdown when you need it. Ah, the Thieves Guild Enforcer, yes. I don't know why I keep forgetting that name. What are they thinking? If they don't have another land this turn and a way to get rid of Galta, they're dead. They're just dead. I don't know what's going on. Some way to bounce Galta. I'm pretty sure that Sheolred takes 5 to flip. They must have something up their sleeve for Galta. Huh. Flamesweep gets the job done, softens up everybody. Either Sheolred blocks the token, takes him in range of being killed by it. Huh. Maybe they don't have anything. Nighthawk Scavenger, wow. I still don't think that's going to save him, but yeah, here goes nothing. Maximum aggression, go time. Thieves Guild Enforcer doesn't make sense to block either because it's going to die and then the full damage would get through. Okay, it's alright. Maths. Again, like I said, if Flamesweep doesn't take the things out, it will soften them up. With Flamesweep and things being blocked, we'll get, well, like at least four more damage through. Yeah, depends how many creatures block other creatures. But we take out creatures and we technically deal more damage to the opponent. And we got another one. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's where it's at. We're scrambling. Oh my. Beautiful. Dead -2. Flamesweep for the win. Galta for the win. I've used Flamesweep before. I could probably go back 2 years. Over 2 years. When I first started doing this, I was using Flamesweep. Might have been Fiery Cannonade, but still. 2 in a red. 2 damage to everything. Take out the small stuff. Soften up the big stuff. Get more damage through because there's less you have to deal to kill the creature. My goodness. Dimir rogues in 2, staring down Sheolred. Both copies. Again, I still think they should have flipped this. And then that first part of the true scriptures there. For each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature. They could have flipped this, destroying Galta, and then continue to do painful stuff, but perhaps they were scared about having 1 less creature that could block. Maybe that was the case. I still think they should have flipped it to get rid of her. Yes, Pterosaurus, good game. I am happy you guys saw why I have loved Flamesweep in the past and Fiery Cannonade, because that, boom. You deal damage to creatures, but it's, keep in mind, it's as if this also deals damage to the opponent. If, your creatures have trample, you get more damage through to the opponent. Even if it's an extra 4, that's pretty fantastic. 3 to deal 2 damage to each creature, and 4 damage to the opponent. Love it. I love it. Well, I think there's at least time for 1 more match tonight. Maybe it's going to be against Dimir Rogues again. Hey, that's fantastic stuff. I wouldn't have expected to take them down in 2. Usually they're pretty problematic. I'll drop 1. I'd like to go back and see how it happened if they had flipped that new Sheolred and destroyed Galta. I'm pretty sure that would have done us in. I'm happy they didn't. Yeah. Even if we lose this, of course, we just got into Platinum 2, so we can't drop out of Platinum 2 for that first the first time you get into it, you are loss prevented if things don't go your way. Okay. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, I'm going to try and restart my computer, fiddle with the chat there. Hopefully it hasn't thrown you guys off. Definitely if you're watching right now or later on, let me know if you miss having the chat window, if you really want it back. Of course, I don't mind either way. And I do have it disappear, so if anybody hasn't said anything in a bit, you know, it's not always taking up screen real estate. Okay. Weird glitch. A night of glitches, I guess. Keep at it. But yeah, of course well, eventually I will be able to see the chat window. I'll get a second monitor just to see how everything looks, but at the moment I can't see it, so it's all on you guys, whether you like it or not. I'm up for either way. Frost 50. Azorius Control, that's my bet. Hey, that could be alright. 2 lands and two drovers, huh? It was pretty nice, taking down Rakdos and Dimir. I thought it was back-to-back dose right there, but mono green devotion. Could be rough, although, again, Galta with mono green, they don't interact early on, so there is usually always a very good chance to get her down. Of Gruul Vehicles. Hopefully Drover survives, but I don't think that's going to happen. Stomp from Bone Crusher. Does survive. Well, it certainly makes me happy. The third land would have been even better, but you can't get everything you wish for. Definitely Regisaur next turn if things haven't gone south, but at the very least they maybe didn't have removal. I figure they would have used it on Drover if they had it. I can attack with... Okay. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, certainly Regisaur. Just get it down. I was thinking Vivien Reid for a second, her -3, destroying an artifact to get rid of Ezeka's chariot there, but this could lead to Galta. I think there's a very good chance of that. There could be the Crowan War coming down to steal Regisaur Alpha. Also quite painful. Removal on the token. Dropping Drovers back down to 1-1 because I wouldn't control a dinosaur anymore in that scenario. A 12-12. Oh, Ancient Imperiosaur. Yeah, that does make sense. We're not dead yet. We can combine and block it. Yeah, that tends to do the trick. This is actually my first outing against it. My goodness. Nasty. Okay, we got enough total power to stop it, but we will lose a lot, unfortunately. Pretty good. 2020. Ugh. Yikes. Nuts. You know what, I'll block with all this stuff. I want to preserve Regisaur Alpha. I'm gonna guess I would preserve one of those things. Yeah, I like that. We're not dead. Hey, okay. Shifting, I guess. That was very unfortunate, though. Man, Flame Sweep is absolutely going to be devastating. Take out the cats, the humans, the Elvish Mystic, turn off Lovestruck Beast, a lot less things that are going to make Ancient Imperiosaur big. That's going to be our ticket in Game 2 here. Is there any way out of this sticky situation? Possibly not. Yeah, I'll at least stop myself taking 5 damage. Maybe I get a Gaulta next turn, hasty, make something happen with that, but they have a ton of creatures anyways. They'll probably just go wide right around us. So. Yeah, no. Alright, Flame Sweep coming up. Doing the trick. Vivien Reid, yeah, not doing nearly as much. Definitely, of course, Flame Sweep is going to be more impactful. Of course, there is nothing really with flying, so yeah. Destroying an artifact, maybe get rid of a vehicle, but that might not be too impactful for him. Runic Armosaur? Maybe. They got Lair of the Hydra, Mutavault, so there could be the potential, to draw some stuff, but gonna have to watch out for the Acrone War, though. Ancient Imperiosaur, I'm gonna trim that. Possibly Gaulta, but no, I'll keep her in. Get Tyrannix Rex. And yeah, I like that. I was thinking of cutting Shifting Ceratops, bring in Carnage Taunt, bigger, hastier. You can't steal Carnage Taunt, of course, with Hexproof. A lot more durable for sure. But maybe we can build up enough trample damage, drop the Flame Sweep, take it a bunch of stuff, and well, that could be rough. If it was a source of red, definitely I'd give it a go for Marauding Raptor. One more mulligan. One more. Oof, okay, well, that's going to be it. Sadly. Land, you can do it. Okay, we'll see if we get it next turn. Ouch. Nuts. Nothing much you can do. Maybe increasing the sources of red, perhaps. It is just 1 mountain and 5 forests, but okay, well, yeah. That does the trick. Hey, at least I'm still in Plat 2. Flying up, taking down some painful stuff, and also, I guess I just die. Yeah. That was good. I think that'll do it for tonight. Always nice to end on a positive note, but you never know what you're going to get when it's live. I love it. Hopefully you guys have a good night, a good morning, evening, afternoon, whenever it is. Pterosaurus, Heaven, Sammy, anybody else. Have a good rest of your time zone. Get some rest, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Should see you tomorrow. I would assume so. Yes. Oh, fantastic entertainment. Yeah. A lot of good matches tonight. Okay. Peace. Have a good one.